Why why is it not showing over on there? Why oh why is it not showing? Okay. Okay, I see what I have to do. Wow. I'm glad you said something there. Sorry about that, everybody. Going to be some technical issues. It's the first time. Okay. No, it's only 3 minutes. Okay, not bad. So let me get this started again. I've experienced some issues with people that I don't think that they're capable of actually being prepared individuals. Not that they don't want to, I just think they're not capable of it. I ride a bus, well, I ride public transit 2 hours to work, 2 hours from work. And I see a lot of things, a lot of things. Yeah, I'm going to do that in just a little bit. I want to get this example out, and then I'll open it up and get people on panel and hear what they have to say. Just something as simple as getting on a bus, it seems to be difficult for people. With technology now, I have a little app that tells me exactly when the bus is going to be at a certain stop. So I keep an eye out for it when it's a few minutes to the bus coming. When I see the bus approaching, I stand up, I get my pack, put it on my shoulder, grab my coffee. As the bus approaches, I step up to where the bus will probably stop so I can get on board, and I have my bus pass in my hand. I get on the bus, I swipe it through the reader, I go take my seat. Okay, we move on to the next stop, and there's somebody sitting on the bench, and at the very last second, they look up as if they're surprised there's this bus there. Now all of a sudden they're scrambling to get all the stuff they have, get on the bus. When they do, they don't have their fare ready. And invariably it is at the bottom of their pack or their purse or whatever. So now we've got to wait for them to dig around for it, finally find it, finally pay for the ride. Then they got to pick up all their stuff and find some place to sit. If you can't be prepared for something as simple as riding the bus, how can you be prepared for anything else that happens in life? And so let's see. Here we go with this. And put that and okay. Now I don't need to click that again. Okay, and so I put the StreamYard link out there. So if anybody wants to click on here and jump on, don't be afraid. And hello out there, Christina. Make sure. Yeah, that link is good. Oh, I got somebody jumped in. Okay. I have a big A. How we doing today, Ray?
What's going on, Milo? Hey, change the layout so that it's a little bit smaller.
Like
There you
that?
go. Yeah, that's one everybody prefers.
Oh, okay.
Christina, hello, baby. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hello,
Hopefully you're doing
Terry.
good. Carrie, hello. Guys, I just want to put this out there. If you haven't noticed, I've taken my channel down for a little bit due to other issues. I'm going to help Milo get going. As many of you already know, I'm actually going to be moving in tonight with him so that I can get shit situated and move on to South Carolina, possibly North Carolina, and then eventually to Alaska. But first things first, I have to help my boy over here, Milo. He's number one on the list. We're going to get him situated. We're going to get things worked out. We're going to get him in a better spot. We're going to get him more views. We're going to get him more subscribers. He's got a lot of intelligent things to say. I know right now I'm kind of the pariah because I will call bullshit when I see bullshit.
Yeah.
And people both on the right and on the left don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to be told the truth. They don't want to research it. They want to be given it.
Yeah, I just, like today, I just want to hear what everybody has to say about, maybe seeing people that they see that aren't capable of being prepared.
I see it every day.
I
You
mean,
know, you know the job that I work at.
yeah,
You know I work for the state. I work helping people with unemployment. I help people with SNAP benefits. In case you don't know what SNAP benefits are, they are food stamps. I see it on a day-to-day basis. I have stood in line for hours for a box of food from the food bank. Okay. When I talk out of experience. When others are talking, it seems like they're just talking about what they see or what they read. They haven't experienced it.
yeah,
Do you know what it feels like to wait in a line of people for food so that you can actually survive for another week?
oh yeah, I've unfortunately I've been there, done that too. Yeah, but but these are people that, due to their circumstances, might want to be, but just cannot at that point in time. I'm talking about those people that have no clue as to how to be prepared, like I said, for simply getting on a bus. You know, if you can't be prepared enough for that, how are you going to be prepared for anything else? It's
You
there's
know what? That's not the real Christina.
oh
No,
oh
that is a troll from Sage and CBC, and we need to get rid of them.
yeah. I need to do this. I thought I had done this at one point in time. There it is.
Okay, so where is everybody
Now somebody boot them.
I'm gonna help you out here. You
Try
are
to
giving me a wrench.
Yep, just got it. Should have it.
We're gonna go ahead and remove that Christina Cantina because that is not the real Christina.
Ah,
See, and that's just the thing. These people, they want to believe the narrative that they're given. They don't want to do the research. They don't want to take the time. Are there piss poor vets? Absolutely. You want to go find out? Go look at Angry Cops. Okay,
yeah.
he's a fucking drill instructor that calls out these pieces of shit. I respect every vet to a point. There are vets that demand that they be given special preferential treatment. I do not respect them. You signed a contract, okay? There's fucking vets out there right now that are trying to tell other vets, other people in the military, how to get out of military service. If you didn't want to be in the military, don't sign the fucking dotted line. It was your fucking choice.
Yeah.
But don't sit there and sign that fucking dotted line and then later on say, hey, I was a vet. You should respect me. Fuck you. Respect is earned by your actions. Terry,
Uh,
don't get me wrong. There are great vets. Milo is a vet. Okay, many people that I follow are vets.
and no, Char, I am not the wizard.
Char, you gotta be kind. Char, and I don't mean any disrespect. You gotta be a little careful with Char. She's a little loaded. She's loaded. Okay.
Well, sometimes I am too. We all know
Char,
that.
have you gone out and have you looked at Angry Cop's video? Now, Angry Cop is a veteran. He is a former drill instructor. He will call out the bullshit that there's people in the military today that are telling and showing YouTube videos how to get out of military service if you're already in. And they're telling them how to lie. You know what, Char? I'll shoot any motherfucker that is detrimental to peace and happiness and the American way. And Char, you know what? We're just gonna make this easy. Bye, Char. Bye, Dr. Banana. You guys are known trolls. You see, they assume. Now, no names were mentioned. However, because Will happens to fit the mold, you're willing to take for absolute truth what somebody else assumed. Instead of taking the fucking time, Yori Bori, you're a piece of shit. You're gone.
Wow, really, my first live, and we're getting a lot of trolls.
Well, I happen to be very toxic right now for a lot of people.
Oh,
The only people that have issues are those people that don't have a fucking brain and are unwilling to think for themselves. Yes, Dr. Banana, Yori is a vet. She's one of the fucking pieces of shit that is the first one to say, I'm a vet, respect me. I'm a subject matter expert because I'm a vet. And I will be posting a fucking video on that. Because she came up on my live And the first things out of her mouth was the fact that she is a fucking vet. You know how long it took me to realize Milo here is a vet? You're calling out the bullshit. No, you're not. You're not calling out bullshit. What you're calling out is your fucking narrative that you heard from somebody else that you took for fact. You're too damn stupid to fucking do the research and find out there's people like that. Do I call all vets pieces of shit? Hell fucking no. There are vets out there that I have the utmost respect for. Those that have put their fucking lives on the line. There's also vets out there that are pieces of shit. You think just because you're a fucking vet that you have a right to all this? No. You are a vet because you signed a dotted line stating that you will be government issued. You signed a contract stating you will do what you are told to do. Okay? I'm a loser, Yori. You're the one who came up on my live and said, I am such and such and I'm a vet. You should respect me. No, you guys don't deserve respect. End of discussion. Milo here deserves respect. He's an actual vet. He served. He doesn't go out and say he needs to have preferential treatment because he served the country. I serve my country in a different way. I'm the first one out there talking to my representatives, my senators. I am helping to control and make sure our government doesn't take away our basic fundamental rights. You sit there and you serve, and then you demand to be treated differently because you chose a particular path. I'm sorry, Milo. I am very toxic to people
No, not a
right now
problem.
because we have so-called patriots that are acting just like the right wing. They're being told what to think, and they're believing it, and they're going with it instead of taking fucking time to learn and to educate themselves. They want to be told what to think.
Okay, so I got Yori wants to join the group.
Don't. I will jump out. Yori is a piece of shit. She's got her head so far up other people's asses that when they fart, she breathes. When they shit, she eats. Yes, Char, you were there. And not one time did I mention Will. Who mentioned Will, Char? Who? It was your boy Sage. Sage is the one. Well, Sage happens to fit your mold. That's not my fucking problem. If I have a problem with you, I will call your ass out, and I have no problem doing so. No, Miss Prince, it's not insulting to all vets. Because those vets that are pieces of shit, those are the ones that are insulting the vets. I have no problem calling them out. Now, if you have the fucking intelligence to actually go look and do the fucking research instead of being told what to say, you would realize there are pieces of shit that, matter of fact, I just had a conversation with Broken Patriot about 20 minutes ago. He's like, yeah, dude, I see it all the time. There's vets that just demand. Those are the wrong type of vets that you should be investing in. The type of a vet that you need to invest in is this man right here. That's on the screen. That's a true vet. He served his time. He did what he was told to do. He probably didn't agree with a lot of it. Did you agree with a lot of what you were told, Milo?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you agree with a lot of what you were told to do?
No.
When you're in the military? No. I mean, that's an American.
No, it's, you do have the right, even as a, when you're serving, to question authority. Because sometimes they make a decision that is not right.
You all fucking think just because you serve in the military, that gives you special privileges and rights. No, it doesn't. The United States is a very unique country. We have an army of volunteers, okay? They volunteer. Do you know what that means to volunteer? Let me ask you something. You're a vet. Do you support somebody that's active duty right now telling people how to lie in order to get out of their military service? Do you believe that is a person that you should respect? Do you believe that is a person that should receive all the specialties that I'm more than happy to give a true vet? I do not believe that they should. They're fucking sitting in there undermining the military. The gentleman in the Gulf Coast during the Gulf War that blew up his own fucking squad took a grenade into the barracks and blew his own comrades, his own brothers. Do you believe he should be honored? Well, hell, let's give him a Medal of fucking Honor. Are you fucking serious?
Now, I got to say, I don't know who anybody is referring to at this point, so.
You guys want to attack me because you think I'm lying? I'm a liar, Char? The news report and the court case of when that soldier went into his own squad and blew him up. That's a fucking lie. I feel for every vet that suffers PTSD. I have nothing but admiration and respect for those that have gone to combat and have dealt with the shit that combat entails. You're misinterpreting what I have to say because you're being told by somebody else how to think. When I speak, I only speak of what I know. I know that a gentleman, a military member in the military, active duty, blew up his own people. Yet I should respect him based upon, I should respect and honor all vets. Just think about that for a minute there, Yori. Just think for 1 minute. How would you feel? You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing an honorable service, and your own team member, the one person that you trust to have your back in a firefight, comes in and sets off a fucking grenade in your fucking, and your half your squad is wiped out because of it. Now you may be injured. How are you going to feel? Should you respect that person? He's a vet. You respect all vets. Yori, see, all you guys want to do, all you trolls, and they're trolling me. And Milo, I would suggest that you put subscriber mode on only in the future
Yeah.
for them to comment. Y'all want to troll me because I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. There are other vets out there that are more than willing to tell you the truth. If you don't want to listen to me, go visit Angry Cop. He's a former drill instructor. He's going to lie about it? You ask anybody in the military, if they don't know, they're full of shit. They know there's pieces of shit then. Okay? I'm more than happy to give respect to people like Milo. He did his time. It took me, how long, Milo, did it take me to find out that you were a vet?
Oh,
After we fucking met, even in person, I didn't know he was a vet.
oh, it might have been 2-3 weeks. I mean, it's not something that I just throw out in everyday conversation.
No, because you signed up to do something, you did it, you moved on with your life.
Yeah. I mean, and even being a vet, there were a lot of people that I served with that to this day I still have no respect for.
No, Yori, you're coming here to trash his channel. You fucking people, you think that you're keyboard warriors. Meet me in person. Hell, in about 2 months, I'll be in South Carolina. I'll be along the East Coast. I can travel up and down that East Coast. I'm more than happy to meet you and talk to you in person and throw down facts.
And now, like Yori, he does have a right, and it's a right I fought for. Okay, he's got a right to the First Amendment to say what he wants and support his statements. Well, I know that he did not. Okay,
No, you're right.
he was not physically capable of being able to serve. Just
Dude,
very much
something
like a
out of
lot of
my
people I
control.
knew in high school, that they were not physically capable of being able to serve.
Matter of fact, when I was in high school, I did go through JROTC. When I was in college, I went through ROTC. I had to stop ROTC because one of the requirements after 2 years is that you sign a contract stating that you will go into the military. Okay, I couldn't. I wanted to with all my heart, but because of an accident that I had no control of, I am medically ineligible. I have a hole in my skull. I have basically a plate in my head. I cannot serve. Not because I don't want to, not because I don't have a desire to, but only because I was prevented by somebody else's stupidity. You're right, Yori. I did not make the cut because a stupid son of a bitch decided to hit me while I was riding a bicycle. Some motherfucker fucked with my life, with my happiness, with my desires when I was a child. And believe it or not, that motherfucker actually did, sir. It came out in the court that he was a veteran. So a veteran prevented me from serving because he decided to hit me with a Mack truck while I was crossing the street on a bicycle. So yes, I have very much hatred to pieces of shit vets, those that demand that they be recognized for their service. No, you volunteered. I will give you respect for the volunteer. I will give you respect for going to war. However, when you come here and you come back into civilian life and you demand that I give you preferential treatment, fuck you. I will give preferential treatment to those that deserve it. Those that say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I served. It's no big deal. Let's move on.
I think there was even a time when service members, when they got out, were given absolutely no respect by the people. None.
During the Vietnam War, yeah.
The Vietnam War, when they came home and everybody called them baby killers. Okay? That was respect. I mean, these people weren't even coming home asking for the respect. They were instantly given disrespect. Why?
People think that respect is just automatically given. People don't realize respect is earned by your actions and your deeds. What happened in Vietnam with a lot of the vets coming back, that's bullshit. I don't agree with the way they were treated when they came back. They did what they had to do because they were told to do it because they made that commitment. But see, these dum-dums, they don't want to listen to facts. They don't want to listen to reason. They got charged up by an idiot, and they're going to go by that idiot's narrative. They don't want to take the time to research, hey, you know what? Somebody else might be right. It's easier for you to hate. You sit there and you bitch about the right wing. All these liberals, you bitch about them. Yet you're on the left side, you're doing the exact same thing. The only difference is you're too damn stupid to see it. No, Yori, I'm not a vet hater. Matter of fact, I would do anything for that man right up here. He already knows it. I've already proven myself to him.
Yeah, and I would never demand somebody respect me. I would never demand that. I would just like when I served, I'd rather earn it.
Exactly. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of you, I'm talking directly to you, Yori. If your drill instructor saw the fucking shit that's spewing out from your fingertips, oh my God, you want to talk about a DI going off on somebody? I guarantee you your DI would be going off on you. Because even your DI knows smarter. He knows. Yeah, I know you don't give a fuck, Yori. That's just the way you are. You expect you're a keyboard of warriors. But that's okay. I'm a coward. I'm sitting there debating with my congressman, with my senator, with my state representative. in order to change laws to make them fair for everyone, yet I'm a coward. Just because I can't serve, because a vet, a so-called vet, an honorable vet, decided to get drunk and drive a fucking truck, hit me on a bicycle, tossing me 4 fucking lanes onto the other side. I don't know what I'm talking about. Fuck you. I know that they're so busy and they have their faces so far up another person's ass that they think, when he farts, they breathe. And it's funny because when you look at Will, let's look at Will for a minute. Will's been banned from YouTube how many fucking times? Because he can't follow rules. Don't worry, Yori. I will pray for you. When shit hits the fan and you're begging for food, don't worry. I'll be there to help you out. Believe it or not. I will help anybody that asks for help. I'm sorry, Milo. I bring all these trolls to your first live.
Yeah.
This is why I decided to go ahead and take down my YouTube for a while. I'm done with YouTube. There's better platforms. And there's people that actually want to listen and get knowledge and be educated. And they've reached out to me. They want the information. They desire information.
Those are the people I'm trying to reach.
Hey, Herb, dum-dum, that's okay. You know what? Here's the thing. When you come over and start shit over on my channel, and when I do get it back up and running, all it does for me is give me a higher sub count, so I don't mind. I really don't. I can block you. You're too stupid to go ahead and unsubscribe anyways. So, you know what? I will take it for what I get. I still get the sub count. So go ahead. Come find me. Matter of fact, here's my address, 954 West Mojave Street, Phoenix, Arizona. You want a plane ticket, let me know. My email is fatmanprepper99@gmail.com. I will pay for a ticket for you to come over. It'll be one way because you won't make it out of this neighborhood. How's that? How's that for calling you out? Show up or shut up. One of the two. Rising, actually, you subbed a few times there, buddy. I got you on the block list. Would you like me to show the block list?
Well, now, Yori, I have to say this I was going to bring him on the panel no matter what. Y'all came over here and started this against him. So, I'm going to kind of have to say it's on you.
No, I won't let Yori up on my panel. Yori's already been disrespectful. Why would I allow somebody a second chance at being disrespectful? I offered her the chance once. She fucked it up. She's not allowed on my panel. A troll should be shot. Yes, absolutely. Because here's the thing, a troll is a piece of shit. They're a dredge on society. They do nothing productive. They have no positive influence on society itself. It's time to get rid of the bullshit. Take out the garbage. Tough shit, Yori. You're getting my opinion whether you want it or not.
No, I'm actually just kind of watching this as it goes along, Shane. I mean, I came on here with a topic to talk about.
You know what? Matter of fact,
Ray came up to join me on it, and this has happened.
You know what? Let's go ahead and just ignore chat. I mean, they're really unintelligent individuals. I mean, you can take the person out of the ghetto that they were in, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person, apparently. So I do apologize to you, my friend. What was your topic that you want to discuss today?
Well, I've almost forgotten.
I do apologize.
No, the original topic was, do you think that there are people out there that are incapable of being prepared?
Yeah. But I don't actually blame them. It's how they've been conditioned.
Well, I don't even know if it's conditioned. What the ones I'm thinking of are the ones that, I mean, they can't even prepare them for simple things in life. The example I gave of people getting on a bus and it takes them, 2 minutes to do a 10-second task of paying the fare.
I've dealt with that many a time. You know, when my car breaks down or something, they just people are so used to being handed things and given things that they're just unable to think rationally and be prepared. They've been conditioned that way because that's the way our society is. And very much so. I mean, let's take Japan, for example. They know when they go into that subway station, they need to hurry up and get on the subway. They have respect for the other person because they're not going to diddle daddle and waste that other person's time by not being prepared. They actually have respect for not only themselves but for others.
I mean,
And
I think
you made a good comment. I'm gonna pull that out. First rule of prepping: secure shelter. Milo, when I decided to leave this apartment, how many plans did I have in place?
quite a few, and still have them out there.
Exactly. I'm prepped. I'm prepared. Shelter is the number one thing, and thank you for pointing that out, Yori. I prepared when I knew that I was going to leave this apartment for legal reasons. It's legally advisable for me to leave on my own accord than to have them try to force action against me. However, when I decided, I'd already had at least 2 plans in place. Well, 3. The third was a long shot. Actually, no, wait. I had 4 plans. Milo was one. I didn't even plan on Milo. Milo just kind of popped it off. Cat, that was number 2. He popped it off. 3, I could go live over at Slab City and pick up a trailer along the way. 4th was going to my property out in Alaska. See, I had enough people though that popped off and said, "Hey, no, you know what? I got a place for you." These are my true friends. These are the ones that I respect the most. I even had another 5th offer. So yeah, shelter is number 1. Actually, those disrespectful vets, they're not going to be saving anything. They're going to be the ones that are cowering and turning to the government asking for help. Well, I served already. Matter of fact, the way I understand it, once you serve, you don't really get taken off the roll call for quite a number of years.
You don't ever get taken
recall you
off.
at any time. What's that, Milo?
You never get taken off until you die.
Yeah, I mean, they can recall you at any time. But see, the ones that I'm talking about, and it is a small minority. I'm going to grant you guys that. It is a small minority, but it's something that needs to be addressed in the community.
Well, you have that in any community, though. Look at police officers.
Don't
Okay?
get me started on them.
Well, but it's the same thing. Okay? There are some bad ones out there. Not all of them.
Unfortunately, we with police, we tend to we do the opposite that we do with our vets. With the police, we concentrate only on the negative. With our military, we only concentrate on the positive. And that is my biggest issue. If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and walks like a duck, we need to call it a duck. It's not a goose. It's not a crow. It's a duck. Hoarding birds isn't expressing. I don't know anybody that hoards birds. Sorry. I've raised quail. I have absolutely no problem raising quail. They're a good source of eggs and meat. I also have no problems raising rabbits. They're a good source of fur and leather. They're also another good source of meat. And not to mention compost for planting plants. Yori, the reason you don't think I know what I'm talking about is because you're not willing to listen. You hear the words, but you don't hear the meaning. And that's the problem. That's a problem in society. We hear words every day. We don't hear the meaning. But back on topic, Milo, I've granted food stamps and unemployment to many people that just don't seem to comprehend that they need to prepare for things like this. When they come to me to ask me for assistance through the state, they haven't tried all these other options. And I will sit there and I will print them out a booklet. I mean, no, not even a booklet. I mean, it's a book. I mean, I will print out 500 pages showing them resources that are available to them. They don't realize they didn't take time to do the research. They were just living day to day. They didn't care to do the research.
Yeah. Miss Press, I don't have enough time to watch videos anymore, unfortunately.
Oh wow, we got TBC Will. Will, I dare you to go back to my video. Well, you can't now. But I'm more than, you know what? I'm more than happy to send it to you, Will. And you name me, you pinpoint the timestamp where I call you out. I won't call you out. I don't know your story, Will. I don't know your story. I don't know what you went through. But you in the military alone, you already know. And you have experienced it. I know you have. There are pieces of shit that shouldn't be there. They should have been thrown out a long time ago. I'm not going to respect those. You see it every day, even out there on YouTube land, where, like I said, Angry Cops is a good one. I love watching his content. He calls them out every day. Why did I not call Will out personally? Because I don't know Will's story. I knew Will was military, ex-military, but that's all I knew about Will. Will is not. I watched some of his content. I do agree with some of the content that he does point out, and it does make me think. There's some content that he's put out that made me think, but I don't agree with him wholeheartedly. I'm not going to judge a person based on like Will. I'm not going to judge Will because I don't know Will. I don't know his story. When I hear your story, then I may judge you. And believe it or not, I may judge you in a positive light. But you guys are taking a narrative from somebody else, and even you're taking a narrative that you assume, and you're making an ass out of yourself because you're hearing the words, you're just not hearing the meaning. And that's a shame. That really is a shame. But yeah, we definitely have bullies in this community that are just as bad as the other side. So back to what I was saying, I feel bad every time I have to deny somebody for assistance from the state. I was known as the guy that wanted to give everybody benefits. I would go tooth to nail with the director. Not only the director, I would go all the way up to the governor's office and speak with the person right below the governor in regards to a case. That's how far I will take cases to help somebody. But I can only do so much. It is up to each individual to do for themselves. When you need assistance, assistance is there, but don't guarantee and count on it. because you never know when that assistance won't be there. No, actually, believe it or not, yeah, I kind of started growing on Sage. Some of the content Sage produces, I'm actually wholeheartedly for, and I agree with him. Again, there's some content that he puts out that I don't agree with, and I've never had a problem with him for the most part. Now, Will, unfortunately, me and you don't chat it up that often, and that's a shame, you know, because here you are saying stuff about me that's not true, that you didn't take the time to research. You know what? I'll put this out there right now at any time. Will, CBC, Sage, you're more than happy to ask me a question at any time. I put my fucking email out there for a reason. I'm more than happy to answer for everything. But not to this day has either one of you reached out to me. I'm more than happy to answer. What about you? You know, the worst thing about my job, Milo, is when I ask questions. Now, again, there's questions I have to ask. I'm legally obligated to ask you these questions. I know the answer that you need to give me in order to get benefits,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you. I can hint at it, but sometimes you get the hint, but you talk too much. And because of that, I have to deny it. You think I go to work every day thinking, hey, I'm going to deny 1,000 people benefits and I'm happy about it? No, because I was on the receiving end of that shit. I know what it feels like to have your hand out. And you guys don't realize that. Because you're too stupid to think that just because somebody else's opinion differs from you, that they're wrong.
What are you doing? You know, and I mean, everybody's here talking about one person disrespecting vets when I see it every day. Is the biggest disrespect to our vets has been by our own government.
Absolutely. The government has failed the vets in so many fucking ways. And it's ridiculous. It's a shame that the vets that deserve these benefits, that really deserve it, are being denied it. And these vets that don't deserve anything are being given everything. You see it so often.
Hey Shane,
I mean,
my channel, I'll change the subject if I want to.
I remember my grandfather who was a vet. He was suffering from cancer. He was a vet. He should have been put in hospice. He should have been given, the quality care that somebody deserved. No, he was denied it. We had to take care of my grandfather. I was 8 or 9 years old watching a grown man, a strong man, dying in front of me. And when I say dying, I mean he couldn't even lift a glass of water. He was that weak. And this man took time out of his life and served in a war. But the government then turned their back on him. And yet, somebody else that was probably up in Washington just pushing papers around didn't see combat. They were being treated with kid gloves. They were given everything that the government had to offer. Yes, there is resentment in me for some of this stuff. One of my biggest clientele are former vets, aging vets that have served in combat, asking for assistance from the government. I have to tell them no. That's my job. It weighs on me every fucking day. Oh, so just quit your job. Okay, yeah. Let me quit my job. Let me not help those that I can help. Because there's some that I go, a lot of them I go to the wall for. I put my own job at jeopardy because I'm more than willing to take it up all the way up to the governor. I have been denied promotions because I will fight tooth and nail for my clients. And my supervisors don't like it. They dread it when they get an email from me, or when I send them a message, or when I call them. They dread it. I've been told that. But I seriously, because of the way people are conditioned nowadays, most people are unable to prepare themselves for things. And it's sad because when people like me, I try to recondition people. I try to open their eyes. I try to open the door to other opportunities. But they don't want those doors open. They hate seeing those doors open. It's a bright light to them, and they're afraid of the light because they've been kept in the dark so much by social conditioning, by governmental conditioning.
Well, Char, we got to have that in our lives. Sure does make things interesting.
Char, I'm a clown because I would rather take time and effort to help somebody. That makes me a clown. That's a sad statement on your behalf. That just shows you the ignorance level that you have. I am accountable for the words, and I'm accountable for my opinions and for my ideas. I will never take that away. I will never deny it. Who do you help? Well, let's see. At work, I help as many as I can. In my community, I've helped 30, 40 people just within those last 6 months. I helped one gentleman with his court issues. I helped another one by just actually cleaning up their yard, in which the city was going to fine them many hundreds of dollars because of. I help as much as I can. Matter of fact, this man on TV, on your video screen, I helped him in ways that cannot be measured. And he's the first one that will tell you that. So you ask Milo, you ask him how I helped him, and you let him tell you instead of me telling you. Go ahead, ask him. I dare you. No, you won't ask him because you don't want to hear it. You already have your fucking narrative because you've been told what to think and what to say. Go ahead and ask Yaya. Ask the man. Matter of fact, I will jump down from StreamYard and walk away and do things that I need to get taken care of while you ask him what it is I've already done for him and what it is I would continue to do for him. You ask this man to speak. Don't take my word. My word don't mean shit. What means shit is my actions. And with that, Milo, go ahead and just email me the link, and I'm gonna drop down. I do have to get shit packed into the SUV and get it ready for the next load over.
Okay. Not a problem. So like I said, no, I have not seen his video. Heard nothing about it. Didn't even ask about it. I don't care. So, been on here for an hour. Guess the conversation went kind of sideways. Hoping to do something like this again next week. Bring up a topic of my choosing. And with that, I'm going to end it. Want everybody out there to have a great day and stay safe out there. Have a good one.